Forevermark Diamonds. Beautiful, rare, responsibly sourced. Available at Marguerite's Exquisite Jewelry.
Check out these cool savings going on now during our hot summer sale at your local Troy and Ozark Road Marts, like our $29.99 oil change special or our $129.99 brake special. We'll also keep you cool during these hot days of summer with our $29.99 AC special. So come see us and take advantage of these hot summer specials at your friendly Troy and Ozark Road Marts, where we've been serving our friends and neighbors all over the Wiregrass since 1974.
When you are handed the key to a new Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick or GMC, rev up your imagination. Think of all the places you can go in some of the most stylish, best quality cars available on the market today. Feel confident driving vehicles with superb dependability and safety ratings. And smile. You saved a ton of money because you bought at Bill Jackson. Let the only thing holding you back be the end of the road. A Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC vehicle will not only change your life, it saves you money like nowhere else.
At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we support our military. That's right, not a $1,000 sign-on bonus, but $1,200 sign-on bonus at Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Thanks for your service. Thanks for your service. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we support our military.
Well, good morning and welcome to Today in L.A. I'm Mike Amos and he's Jim Jackson. And ladies and gentlemen, it is Bill Jackson Chevrolet's Picks of the Week right here on Channel 2. And how many years y'all been doing this? I was thinking about that. Over 10 years, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah. I can remember doing it with you and
Bud.
Bud.
You a young man, didn't have any gray hair.
I can remember doing it with you and Bud down by the train.
That's
track.
right. That's right. Exactly right.
A long time
ago. It's been a great, a lot of fun ever since. And, of course, old Bud, I miss him every day.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he was quite a character.
He was fun to talk to.
No question about
fun
it.
Fun to talk to.
And, of course, Pike County's still in the playoffs. Goshen's in it. Charles Tennyson's going up to play maybe one of the top teams in the whole state.
You know, I was reading an article on AL.com yesterday where the writers picked the winners, and I think either one or two of the three people that were picking had Ramsey picked to win it all in 5-8.
Exactly, and, of course, they're really good. And, of course, the talk everywhere about Nick Fitzgerald, can he move the ball against Alabama? Of course, he can run it. But what they're going to do, they're going to just shut the run down and make him throw. Don't you
try to anyway.
Well, Jim just gets back from Baton Rouge, ladies and gentlemen, and you got to tell us the story, man. How'd it go?
We had a good time. It was probably the best atmosphere they've had down there in 12, 15 years.
Well, you know, I didn't see a lot of Alabama fans. Did they have, 10,000 maybe, or how many did they have?
Probably, but, you know, they put one little group here. You know, our tickets were spread out. I was actually in the lower level kind of by the band, and then we had 8 up in the upper deck to my right.
You mean in the nosebleed? Who were some guys that had to walk up there?
There's a bunch of them. And
that's probably the tallest in the SEC.
I would think. Then we had 4 more on the left side in the upper deck, and the guy said they were not on the last row, next to the last row. So
some of them didn't want to go, did they?
That's what everybody does. You know, they put the visitors now on the top 8 or 10 rows and spread them out where they're not a factor.
Mm-hmm. No.
Which is understandable.
No question about it. And, of course, I read where Saban is glad to get back home. You know, it seemed like it's been a long time. And, you know, he jumped all over his student body last game, and I reckon it was the Missouri game. They came back, and I didn't see them leave in the Missouri game.
They did. Well, the other thing they did is they brought Dixieland Delight back, and they play it about 4 or 5 minutes into the fourth quarter, and they're all going to stay for that anyway.
That is a wonderful song, no question about it. And of course,
they butchered a little bit, but that's not something they don't do on all the other college campuses.
And I wish Troy, I wish the Sound of the South would play My Home's in Alabama. I just love that, and I think that's traditional with every school, you know. And you play it at every game, you know. Of course, you left out of here on a Thursday, and you know played a little golf. Did the rain get you?
It did not. It rained Thursday night. You know, the course was wet.
Y'all was staying down in Biloxi, is that right?
And it was cool. We stayed in Gulfport, and it was cool. Golf course was cart path only for the first 10, 11, 12 holes.
That's not much fun.
You know, that makes for a long day.
It sure does.
But no, we enjoyed it.
If it's enforced, you know.
Oh, it is. They had the, you know, they had the computerized carts where if you get 3 feet off the cart path, the cart shuts
Are you
down.
serious?
Yeah.
And it gotten that bad.
Oh, yeah. And
Ladies and gentlemen,
you
of
can't
course,
drive back on, you got to back on.
what he's saying, if it rains, then of course the night before, and you take your golf carts out there and they bog down, and it just ruins a beautiful fairway if it's muddy. And now they've come up with a device. Well, what I'm saying, that was always the rule, but that rule was broken so many times by people that just ignored it. And
they get them stuck.
Now you can't ignore it.
No, now you can't ignore it. They got the golf carts chipped, and as soon as you get off, it shuts down, and the only way you can get back to it is to back out the way you came in.
Isn't that amazing? I tell you, they're coming up with something.
Yeah, we had something that tried, but it didn't work.
But these nice golf courses. I mean, they've got a lot of money in those fairways.
I fully understand.
Even here in Troy, old Tony don't like it here in Troy.
Exactly.
And of course, you can't have something nice if you're going to run all over it.
No doubt.
Who won the golf tournament?
I don't really know who played the best. We had 10.
You shot in the 70s, I bet you.
It was, but it was cool and windy now.
Yeah.
It was, the wind was blowing pretty hard.
Did anybody, when you went over the Dolly Parton Bridge, did anybody want to get down in the floorboard?
Nah.
Hey, one of your friends used to not want to go over that bridge.
I had heard that, but I had never been with anybody that just couldn't watch.
I had a friend that did not want to go underneath the tunnel, and you take that bypass away from that tunnel.
Yeah,
you go way out of your way, and every time we go down there that he was with us, we had to bypass the tunnel.
No doubt.
That's amazing.
We talked about Alabama, but Auburn won a big game.
Boy, they did.
Huge.
But Auburn won a big game.
Hey, morning.
They did win a big game. A great catch. Now, I'm telling you, that guy.
I think that was called a choke job they won from Texas A&M.
Yeah, it was kind of a combination of the two. But either way, it's a big win for Auburn.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, if Auburn's not going to be playing with the most confidence they've had all season going in Georgia, I'll be shocked.
Yeah, no question about it. Mike, Jim's starting to take over, man. He edged you out again. I was 20-9, you were 20-9, and Jim was 22-7. And of course, the game that got everybody got Florida. That got everybody. Utah got everybody. Those two.
Utah was the big shocker to me.
And Washington State, Mike, have they played yet?
No, they played the last game of the
season. That's gonna be for the marbles in that conference.
Yeah, that's the battle of the Apple Cup.
Okay. Well, how do right now Washington State is leading that conference? Isn't that right?
Yeah, they've only lost one game. They barely beat California though, 19-13. They scored with 30 seconds left to win that game. Yeah,
and of course, Jim, you and a few other games that were.
Everybody lost Pike County, I think.
Yeah, everybody lost Pike County. And lost Pike Liberal Arts.
The high school game.
No, you picked Sweetwater, Doug.
Yeah, I did pick Sweetwater. I sure did pick Sweetwater.
And then we almost all lost Elba against Tate. Elba only got beat 42-35.
Yeah, I know it, and that was really good against a good program at Tate. And of course, now we've got another good one.
Did y'all survive Baton Rouge?
We were talking about that when you came
we had a
up.
good time.
How many fans were left in the fourth quarter?
LSU, how many fans?
Very
in the fourth
few.
quarter?
Very few.
Well,
South Carolina won, didn't they? They beat Ole Miss.
Yeah, I checked that. No, that's right. I'm sorry, I messed up. Hey,
yeah,
I'm getting better, man. Now I'm 23-6.
Hey, you get 23-6.
But I ain't got the years yet.
Yeah, but he.
We all missed the same high school games.
Yeah.
I think I went against South Carolina because I'd lost them so many times. I think I took Ole Miss.
You did. You had Ole Miss. We both had Texas.
Yeah.
Both had Florida. Both had Utah.
And I had West Virginia, didn't I? I want to say I had West Virginia, but I might be wrong.
I think you did take West Virginia.
And you know what? That was a gutty call for him to go for two on that. At the end of the game. Anytime I think you do that, and of course. They're not out of the national championship picture, are they? I mean, they've just lost one game, haven't they? West Virginia?
Yeah, I mean, basically will come down to them or Oklahoma.
Them and Oklahoma play each other, though, at some point in time.
And so that's going to be a big one down the stretch. We got some good ones for you this week. Of course, brought to you by Bill Jackson Chevrolet on the bypass. And you win another award for the pinkest Chevrolet dealership.
You know, it's been kind of rainy this week. I got to get that down.
And I'm trying to get Charles Henderson to give me some of those pink socks you donated them.
Yeah, they'll have some.
How many did you end up buying? How many dozen?
Well, we didn't have to this year. You know, everybody already had them.
Oh, did they? Okay, Mike, tell us some other things going on this week.
Well, you know, we definitely, our thoughts and prayers go out to, you know, the shooting out west. You know, at
how many people did that kill? I just heard the front part of it. How many people did it kill?
It looks like 11, and most of them were students, and one of them was a sheriff. And then,
oh, man.
When did this happen?
Early this morning, or late last night.
I have not seen anything on it.
At a bar across from a college bar is where it happened, but it's crazy.
In what town?
Some of the people that were actually there at the shooting were also
Los Angeles, right?
in Las Vegas at the shooting as well.
Mm-hmm.
So to have that happen to you twice in your life is pretty incredible.
Yeah. Where was this, in Los Angeles?
Thousand Oaks, yeah.
Thousand Oaks, and they, you know, of course, that's a very nice area there. You know, that was.
Yeah.
Any reasoning, or was it close to a college, or?
Yeah, it was close to a college. It was actually a college night at the actual bar. So it's I just read about it this morning. I didn't really know too much.
Well, I heard about it on the news right before I left.
But then locally, which is really sad and strange as well, Eufaula High School has been shut down today due to a threat situation where none of the students are able to go to school or classes today.
Oh, man.
And the neighboring high school also over the line, the Georgia-Alabama line, has been shut down as well. So
is that some kind of bomb threat, or?
Some kind of threat, yeah. So I don't know what's going on. So that's a strange situation going on in Eufaula today, but this is kind of the world we live in.
It's a weird world we live in now.
It really is. In a nice town like Eufaula, you know, too, the same thing.
I mean, I'm sure Coach Rigby, I mean, aren't they in the playoffs? He's probably.
Yeah, they're in the playoffs, yeah.
So I don't know what's going on as far as if they'll be shut down tomorrow. I know they're shut down today for sure, though.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you, it's some crazy folks out there, no question about it.
There's no doubt.
Then, of course, you heard about well, it wasn't really directly after the game, but Jim and I were talking about this morning about a guy got beaten to death after the LSU-Alabama game. But
yeah, he was from Opp, Alabama. Yeah.
He was from Opp?
Well, that's where he's born. He's lived in Louisiana for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, I read that as well.
He just got into a street fight, or what was it?
Nah, they got attacked in a bar.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That's a horrible situation as well.
Yep.
Okay, we've got a lot going on this morning.
Obviously, the guy was an Alabama fan because the picture they showed on AL.com, he had an Alabama sweatshirt on.
He was, but I don't think the fight had anything to do with the game. I think, from what I read, he had his daughter and her boyfriend, and then one of her cousins, and the daughter and the boyfriend left because she had to work the next day or something, and maybe the cousin had a little too much to drink, and somebody thought that maybe the cousin was his wife, and which she wasn't, and she was buying some drinks, and some other guys got offended or something, and just kind of attacked him, tapped him on the shoulder. When he turned around, they punched him and kept kicking him when he fell to the floor.
Oh, man. Okay.
We definitely, anybody out there, thoughts and prayers go out to that family as well, especially if he's from the Opp originally.
Yeah, no question about it. Good.
We had some MAC games last night. It's like the MAC plays every night. The only reason I ever watch a little bit of the MAC games because Troy, being in the Sun Belt, has possible matchups playing against the MAC. So I always kind of try to keep an eye on it a little bit.
Yeah, we lost Kenny Harris last week, and I say this about Troy. If something happens on the weekend, you don't hear about it until the paper comes out, the messenger comes out on Tuesday. Well, Kenny Harris is a dear friend of mine, and you knew Kenny Harris and his family, a great family here in Troy. And Mr. Kenny Harris died at the age of 86, and they buried him on Monday, and I didn't know about it until Tuesday, but my heart and my prayers goes out to that family. Great people, the Harris family, and of course he was a good man, and I had many talks with him. He was quite a guy, and I'm sure over the years you've known him too, for quite a while. Okay, let's get going this morning, Mike. We've got a lot
Who does UAB play?
Yeah, who does UAB play, Mike? And I've got my eyes on
UAB's got a real good game. They're playing Southern Miss.
All right, well, let me
Where
say
is
this. They're playing in Birmingham or in Hattiesburg?
I think it's in Birmingham.
Okay, and that's going to be a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, whether you want to hear this or not, if Troy could run the table, they could very easily play UAB in the New Orleans Bowl. Would that be something?
I have heard talks about that.
Would that be something? And also, they're one of our sponsors is the bowl here in Montgomery, and and Camellia Bowl, and would they love to have Troy and UAB?
Oh, that'd be great.
I tell you what, as a Troy fan, I would not want to go to Montgomery, though. Nothing against Montgomery. I'd much rather be in New Orleans.
Yeah, well, as far as fun goes, but I'll tell you this: if they played in Montgomery, that ticket would be quite a ticket.
They might could fill that up.
They could fill it up.
That would be a no doubt sellout.
They might have to have standing room only, I would think.
I mean, there's an outside chance UAB could get into the Birmingham Bowl and play somebody too. Last year they did it right, though, and they played in the Ultimate Bowl game. They went to the Bahamas Bowl.
Well,
that'd be a good trip.
Well, and I tell you what needs to happen. Wouldn't it be great to see them play UCF in the Birmingham Bowl or the Camellia Bowl or whatever?
Yeah,
somebody's got to beat UCF, and hopefully Navy might could do it. What do you think?
I don't know.
Navy this year, man. I don't even know if they won 2 games.
Navy has not done well this year, and it's rare that they don't do well. They still can run the football, and if they can keep it away from UCF.
I do wish somebody would schedule UCF in one of the openers, one of the neutral site openers.
Yeah, it would be good.
They would play a quality team.
Sure, no question about it.
Yeah, I mean, they were supposed to, the only team they were supposed to play that was, Power 5. Then they beat Pittsburgh, but then they were supposed to play North Carolina too, and that game got canceled.
Before we get into the high school, we got a bunch of them because we got the playoffs starting, and I reckon the game that had.
When any of those playoff games start tonight, I wonder.
Oh, there will be some Thursday night games. I think there will be. Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know if they're going to be in them in your neighborhood. Your neighborhood's too yuppie to have a game. Let me tell you, I went to about...
Raining up here all week.
It's been raining here.
Jim will get a kick out of this because his brother lives over... I'm sure your brother lives probably in Mountain Brook, doesn't he?
Homewood.
Homewood. And that's where a lot of folks want to live, too. Beautiful place in Homewood. But, Mike, the other day, I went to see the Mountain Brook...
Thompson game.
Yeah, and went to the game, and the stadium's just right around the corner from where Michael lives. So I said, well, give me a ride around there and let me off. Well, we went halfway up the hill, and all you could see were just droves of people on both sides of the road walking to the stadium.
Yeah.
And those rich folks, and there's he knows where I'm coming from, and you do too if you know anything about Mountain Brook. They all walk to the stadium. They don't drive. They just walk from there. They leave their supper table, walk to the ball game.
Wow.
And I walked by several people, and knowing me, I asked them questions, and they asked me questions and whatever. And it was really unique. It's like a neighborhood stadium. Isn't that right, Mike?
Yeah. Well, you can come in 2 different ways. You can also come off the interstate, off 459, at the Liberty Park exit, and take a left, and that's where
the main parking was.
Usually park.
But he came back to get me, and I said, Mike, where you going to meet me? He said, I'm already in the stadium. And how in the world you got a parking place? I don't know.
Well, luckily,
he's probably got him a reserve spot.
I doubt that. Luckily, they had a blowout going on, and some Mountain Brook Spartans had already left, so I was able to get in some spots close to the stadium.
Exactly right. We're going to take a short break. Of course, this show is brought to you by Bill Jackson's Chevrolet on the bypass right here in Troy. right now you're really buying a lot of cars getting ready for the Christmas holidays.
We do. Got good inventory.
Is Christmas a big time of year to sell cars?
December's really a big month.
Yeah.
Has been in the past. Right now, I kind of got everything stacked on the lower side because I'm adding my parking lot up top, and then it started raining ever since they got ready to put the asphalt down.
Yeah.
So
Jim
kind of
has
been a
already
delay
ordered
there.
all the red ribbons. Jim takes pride in you buying your buying a new car for Christmas, and he'll put a big red ribbon on the vehicle and bring it to your house on Christmas Day. Jim Jackson will do that personally. Big red ribbon, they will bring it, and he go honk 5 times.
I have in the past.
He gonna honk, bonk, 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 and you got to come out and get the key. Is that right?
They hang the other key on the tree.
People just hung keys on Christmas trees.
That's
Yeah, they
right.
hang the other key on the tree.
Honey, go open that little box right there. But of course, it's a big time of the year for good deals on cars and trucks.
It seems like Christmas is coming too soon.
Oh, I know it. Y'all be putting up that big
Yeah,
tree
not-
for long, won't you?
Yeah, we're 3 weeks away
How
from
long
putting
y'all had that
Christmas
big
up.
tree? Where'd y'all get that big
We have
tree?
to swap every 3 or 4 years.
But you got about a 12-foot tree there.
I think it
or
is a
something
12
like
foot.
Yeah, I got a little teary-eyed yesterday at the grocery store, and I saw Barbara's eggnog was already out.
that. I know it. He
It's
loves
too early.
eggnog. He loves eggnog. We'll be back and with all the predictions.
When you are handed the key to a new Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick or GMC, rev up your imagination. Think of all the places you can go in some of the most stylish, best quality cars available on the market today. Feel confident driving vehicles with superb dependability and safety ratings. And smile. You saved a ton of money because you bought at Bill Jackson. Let the only thing holding you back be the end of the road. A Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC vehicle will not only change your life, it saves you money like nowhere else.
If you've had an accident or just want a new look for your vehicle, come see us at Troy Paint and Body, where we do it right the first time. Our staff has more than 100 years combined experience and can handle repairs and paint work on any make or model. We also offer a lifetime guarantee as long as you own your vehicle. Now that shows we stand behind our work. And our 24-hour towing service means we're here when you need us. So come see us at Troy Paint and Body, located on South Brundage Street in Troy beside the post office. Troy Paint and Body, where we may meet by accident, but you'll be glad we did.
Trojan Auto Parts of Troy, home of Napa Know-How. Stop by and see owners Mike and Melissa Kilcrease and their Napa Know-How team with over 100 years of combined experience. We're the only locally owned parts store in Pike County, and we're fully stocked and ready to serve you. We pride ourselves on being your go-to parts store, not only for the simple items, but we specialize in those hard-to-find items as well. Trojan Auto Parts, the right part at the right price at the right time. Napa, a name you've trusted here in Troy since 1945.
Have you seen an increase in your insurance premiums or significant change in your insurance coverage? Let Sandbeck Insurance offer you a better plan to suit your business or personal needs. Sandbeck Insurance offers many lines of insurance, whether it's home, farm, or auto insurance, work comp, business, or health and life policies. Sandbeck is here for you. Call or visit our Troy, Enterprise, or Andalusia office today. Sandbeck Insurance, where we take pride in taking care of your insurance needs.
At Cost Plus 10%, we offer your favorite brands at the best price. At Piggly Wiggly, we keep it simple. We price our products at cost, then add 10% at checkout. We carry all your favorite name brand foods, and we accept manufacturer coupons. Find us on Facebook and see our weekly specials.
The officials, I guess they couldn't do it because they had already, kicked Devin White out.
Yeah. Back to our show, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by Bill Jackson Chevrolet, Cadillac, GMC, and Buick. And Buddy, I don't know who the designer of Buick is, but Buddy, they come out with a good-looking car. Why don't the other
20% off on 18 Enclaves now too?
And
I don't think I've got but one.
That's a big savings, isn't it?
Yeah, 20% off of a $55,000 vehicle. That's $11,000.
No question about it.
Huge.
We
were just talking about the targeting calling the LSU game, and I agree with Michael. There's no way they overturn that if Devin White isn't already sitting on the sidelines.
Yeah. Why they did tell me about it.
No, this was their great safety that Dell.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. No question about it. Let's get started. Charles Henderson made the playoffs, and of course, that's a reward for the players and they're going to get a trip to Birmingham out of it to play Ramsey. Ramsey is 9-1, and 2 years ago won the state 6A state championship. And Mike, they're just as good this year, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people think they're even better. I was reading an article on AL.com yesterday, and apparently they think Ramsey has the best defensive front and front seven in all of high school football. So it's gonna be an extremely tough matchup for Charles Henderson.
And Puka Jones.
Yeah, a lot of people are actually predicting Ramsey to win it all, like different beat writers and stuff like that here in Birmingham.
I was telling you, Dad, I saw there were 3 of them that picked the games yesterday, and one or 2 of them picked Ramsey to win 5A.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so I mean, it's one of those things where Charles Henderson, unfortunately, is going to have a really tough slate.
Yeah, this could not be a good trip for him.
Mike, give our fans
I hate it for these kids. I mean, I know it's great to get in the playoffs, but who they're having to play is going to be pretty tough. You know, they struggled against Oxford and got beat by 50, 60 points, and then I think Ramsey is probably better. Almost as good as Oxford. So that's kind of
what's Charles Henderson's final record?
3-6.
If they lose, they'll be 3-7.
But that doesn't count the Brundage game. But it's 3-6.
So they only played 9 games in the regular season.
That's right. Sure did.
Yeah. But if anybody wants to go to the game, it's you take 459 and then you get on 2059 and get off on a Port Madrid Boulevard. It's
all right. Wait a minute. 2059 and get off on what boulevard?
Port Madrid Boulevard is Lawson Field. It's where a bunch of Birmingham schools play.
So that's on the north side of Birmingham?
It's east side of Birmingham. It's near Irondale.
Okay, toward Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's, Ramsey's a private school in the middle of the heart of downtown Birmingham, and actually, 5 points.
I didn't know it was a private school.
Yeah, it's actually across from.
I know where it's located.
Yeah, it's actually across from St. Mary's Episcopal Church, where I go to church downtown. But yeah, they started football again about 6 or 7 years ago. It's been kind of crazy. One of Troy's best players on defense, Wisenhunt, played linebacker at Ramsey.
Ramsey had this is a trivia question. I want somebody out there to call in. Great running back in the 60s with Namath and them was a running back out of Ramsey High School. I want to say Falkenberg.
Falkenberg makes sense. I don't know about that.
No, but he was really a good player too, and I always remember him.
Ramsey.
I'm guessing everybody's taking Ramsey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a tough gig for Charles Henderson.
It's going to be a tough one, and this month would be good in 7A, and they're 9-1. Charles Henderson 3-6. Billingsley at Elba, Mike, and the only thing Billingsley could do to be welcome down here would be to bring some Jim's barbecue with them.
Yeah, that would be good.
Elba 7-2, and Richmond. Michael,
I'll take Elba.
Remember this name, Richmond Singletary. And I tell you what, he is a fine football player for Elba.
Yeah, I like Elba at home.
All right, everybody likes Elba. New Brockton at Leroy, and boy, how in the world did New Brockton draw Leroy? This is not the best Leroy team in the world, but I'll take them over New Brockton.
No doubt.
Yeah, Leroy played for the state championship last year, so I'll take Leroy.
Now, Mike, you know a little bit about Oakman. It's located north of Birmingham, and it's a bunch of old coal miners up there, or coal miners' sons, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, Oakman's actually, if you leave Tuscaloosa and head 69 to Jasper, you go through Oakman.
Okay.
It's had some horrible tornadoes over the years.
And, of course, that's coal mining country.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Jim, Mike brought back a beard with him. I reckon, we're going to...
It's just a few days.
You haven't shaved since the game,
Just a few days. Started Saturday morning.
Dad, it's no shave November.
Yeah, well, I won't make it through November.
Okay.
So, who's Oakman playing?
Pike County.
Yeah. And then those LSU guys...
at Pike County.
Yeah, at Pike County. And Oakman's playing at Pike County. Pike County 8-2.
I'll take Pike County. I expect them to rebound after that really unbelievable blowout loss. I thought they might get beat, but I didn't think they'd get blown out.
Yeah. Of course, Wayne Grant's making miracles happen over at Crenshaw Christian, and what a great coach he was at Pike County. But he taught his coaches well, Mike, and I don't know if there's tougher, hard-nosed coach out there than there is at Pike County High School.
Yeah, I mean, Fred's done a good job there, and
Fred Holland, and of course Fred knows he's a lot like Wayne Grant. He's got patience. You know what I mean?
He's also got a really good offensive line coach in Joey Dennison.
Yeah, no question about it. And Pike County all the way against Oakman. All right, now here's a good one: Crenshaw Christian versus Southern Academy. And last night on our coaches show, I had a little trivia question. What well-known coach got his start at Southern Academy, Mike?
Larry Blakeney.
Larry Blakeney.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, at Greensboro, Alabama. That was his first coaching job right out of high school.
I did not know
out
that.
Out of college. And
yeah, Larry Blakeney coached at Southern Academy, Walker of
Walker High School of
Vestavia Hills.
Yeah, in Vestavia Hills. And while at Vestavia Hills, he hired a coach.
He hired Buddy Anderson, who's the longest team.
He hired Buddy Anderson, who's the winningest coach in Alabama high school history.
Wow.
And then, of course, Larry moved on, and great guy and great coach, and no question about it. But Wayne Grant had done a great job. They're 10-1. The only game they lost was to Pike, and that's when Pike had everybody well and healthy. And the winner here will come to Troy next, not this Friday, but Friday week to play for the state championship.
You know, I'm still interested. Did you get to watching the highlights of this Pike LaVar's game? I mean, that was shocking. How did they get beat so bad? Turnovers?
Well, I didn't get. I watched the highlights last night.
Yeah, I saw that score and I was amazed.
And
I was too. I thought that was like misprint.
Coach Allen was on my show last night. I thought that was so classy of him. He didn't. A lot of coaches would say, the season's over. Mike, I can't do it tonight or whatever. He came and sat right next to me and said we got beat. And he had some players hurt. He lost a couple of players early in the game, including his quarterback. And things went. And the center. And Jim, you cannot lose a center.
No.
Because the timing of everything turns around.
Especially at a small high school.
And he weighs 250
not like you
pounds.
got a bunch of them.
It was their outstanding center, and in fact, he weighs 250 pounds and one heck of a football player. And
Coach Allen has nothing to be ashamed of.
I know it, no question about it. He lost this guy right here.
Wow.
For the game, this guy right here.
Who is it, number 75?
No, number 60. And, of course, he had a great year and, was one of the outstanding players in the whole area and is going to had to have knee surgery. And will be out for
back to Crenshaw, though. I'll take Crenshaw at home.
Yeah, I like them also.
That's Grant Wilkes. The Wilkes and with Grant. They got hurt, and we're thinking about you, young man. And, of course, everybody takes Crenshaw.
We do.
He did quite a job.
He's done a great job.
I don't think he got the job until July. They ended
up parting ways with the coach in the middle of the summer, and he was the athletic director too, and just a crazy situation down there, and it's been amazing. But
somebody said, Wayne Grant might do it.
he took over a real good program there. They were one game away from the state championship last year.
Yeah, I knew they were good. You're right, no question. All right, now let's take Arrington at Thorsby, and again. Look at all those 9-1 teams that our guys have to play, and some of them are our guys. We talk about our guys in 2A, and boy, it's made up of a lot of great teams in our area. Arrington is playing at Thorsby, and Mike.
Arrington not play last week. They have an open week.
They did not. I think they did have an open week last week. They sure did.
Well, I think that's big to have an open week.
Of course, Arrington's 7-3, I think, and Thorsby is 9-1. And I talked to Coach.
What if they had an open week? I mean, Stephen Kilcrest and Chuck Dunn are really good coaches. I mean, Chuck coached on the college level for several years, and Stephen's won state championships. And I'm gonna go with the upset here. I'm taking Arrington.
Well, let me tell you this: there'll be peaches everywhere you look, man. Peaches everywhere you look. The peach capital of the world is Thorsby, Alabama. Jim, who do you like?
I'm going to take Thorsby. It's hard to go
hey,
against.
Jim, last year, Mike, Jim sat down with two other couples, he and his wife, and ate all the steaks they could eat down at Blue Graves.
B. Graves.
And I had lunch there at B. Graves Sunday. Mike, we took the whole family to B. Graves Sunday, and I thought it was great. I really did.
Yeah, y'all had brunch at 10 o'clock?
Yeah, exactly. And we forgot what time the time had changed. And we were down there about 10:30, and we played. My little granddaughter ran all over the parking lot out there, and had a big time. But it was a good place to eat. Troy needs to take advantage of that place.
I like it. We try to eat there every chance.
It's first class, isn't it?
Just to support it.
Yeah, no question about it. It's our only white cloth restaurant in town. And
who do you like, Arrington or Thorsby?
I like Arrington. I like them. I like the whole program.
He's a big fan of Stephen and Chuck.
Oh, as am I now. As am I. I just know it's tough going on the road.
You know what? And I'm probably that's probably what I'm doing. I'm probably taking Stephen and Chuck, and they can't play,
Yeah. Oh, I definitely pull for them.
Did you have anybody during the game down at LSU to think you were a former coach?
No, not with a gray beard. What's he doing now? I know Carolina fired him.
Where's Mike Shula now, Mike?
Offense coordinator for the Giants. They've won one game.
For the New York Giants. Oh, God.
I know how they feel.
And, of course, this guy looks a lot like Mike Shula. No question about it. Isn't that right, Mike?
I see a little bit, but not
he's the only one I've ever had tell me that.
Hey, listen, a lot of those folks have been...
Jim's hair is a lot different than Mike Shula's.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this, and I don't mean to get personal. Were there many drunks down there prior to that game?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there were a lot of people cooking whole hogs down there.
We had
anybody cooking a whole hog.
When we walked to the game, headed up to the stadium, one of the guys that was with us had not been down there before, and he was, never seen anything like that. And he said, I'm getting chill bumps just walking in the stadium. But yeah, they were as excited and as looking forward to that game as I have seen them in a long time. I think they really, you kind of get caught up in the hype. And everybody knew their offense wasn't very good. They got a quarterback that doesn't make a lot of mistakes, but if you get behind, he's not going to bring you back.
Yeah.
And
I thought
it was obvious early on. I don't think they'd have scored if they were still playing.
Yeah.
Because he just couldn't. Alabama dominated them up front.
Alabama shut out LSU for the fourth time in their hit.
They've been shut out 4 times at home in 30 years, and all 4 of them were Alabama.
That's right.
But I'm going to tell you what now.
I really think the only way LSU could have scored if Talua, who walked out with Orgeron before a game, too, with his younger brother, if he would have suited up.
And, I tell you what, they're recruiting him hard. He could turn their whole program around. If they got him.
I don't know. He's not going there.
But hey, listen. But they'll offer him everything.
They're after him. Georgia's after him. Tennessee's after him hard.
Yeah.
And
a lot of folks.
There's a reason his parents moved to Alabaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see him moving.
I wonder if they paid for their house. You reckon?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
How in the world, out of all the schools in Alabama, Thompson of Alabaster, which has probably the nicest new high school in the state of Alabama.
It just so happens that after they get there, they build this giant stadium, this multi-million-dollar school. After this guy gets there,
I mean, it really is incredible how nice their facilities are.
Yeah, no question. All right, Goshen at Cottage Hill, and Cottage Hill is a team that 10 years ago played in the independent schools, and they left the independent schools and have held their own very well down in Mobile. Goshen. And I love their program. I love their people. Goshen people are some of the best people I know. And even you, Shavers, and even you, Wilkes, and even you, Byron Wilkes. And I love Goshen, and I would love to take them. But Cottage Hill, I think, 9-1 on the year against 4-6 Goshen. I'll take Cottage Hill.
Yeah, I'll do the same. Pull for Goshen, but it's just hard to go on the road unless you've got a big mismatch and win in the first round. Because all the good teams get to play at home.
Yeah, exactly. And, of course,
Coach Snyder, everybody knew that Goshen was going to struggle this year. You can't lose that many seniors and had probably their best team in history last year. It's going to take a while for them to get back. But
I tell you what, they have a super coaches show every Wednesday, and the Strouds and all the great people that do their telecasts, and of course Bart Snyder's dad, Keith Snyder, do a great job. Okay, everybody likes Cottage Hill.
Yeah.
Chickasaw. Wait a minute. Yeah, I reckon it's Chickasaw at Highland Home. Highland Home is 9-1. This is the best Highland Home team ever.
In fact,
they're predicting Highland Home in the state championship.
Yeah, couple of those riders that I was talking about yesterday predicted Highland Home to make it. They didn't predict them to win, I don't think, but they predicted them to get the
championship. Where is it going to be? At Auburn, Alabama this year?
Be at Auburn.
Him and I read the same article yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this: they got a coach out of Wetumpka, and he has done a super job with that program.
Yeah, his name's Philip Coggins. The story behind it is pretty amazing. Him and his family actually live in Clanton, and his wife's a nurse in Montgomery, so he drives down from Clanton.
Yeah, that's right. Or Thorsby, or Verbena. No, he lives in Verbena, doesn't he?
No, Clanton. He lives in Clanton, yeah.
Well, Clanton and Verbena are right there together.
Yeah, but he's done a really good job. And then, Johnny Mitchell coached, a long time at Brantley, and he's a coach, and he's his offense coordinator. And then Will Pounce, he was at Charles Henderson High School. He's a defense coordinator. He's got really good staff.
No question about it. And, hey, everybody hangs around that great, great restaurant. Whoa, what a restaurant, Mike.
It don't matter.
The name of it is It Don't Matter. Have you ever gone over there to eat?
I'm not.
I tell you what.
It don't matter, though. It's a great place.
If you ride by there and see 20 cars, I think every time I've been by there, it's been packed. That place does the business.
No question about it. Now, let's go to South Choctaw at Luverne. Luverne is 9-1, but look out. Those guys from South Choctaw can play.
I'll take Luverne at home.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with the home team.
Luverne, and of course, he's another one that is a candidate for Coach of the Year honors. Wayne Grant.
Coach Ross.
Wayne Grant in the independent schools ought to get a landslide vote, and my buddy over at Luverne has really had a great year.
Yeah, he's done a good job. If he ends up winning a state championship at Luverne and Elba, that'd be pretty incredible.
No question about it. Brantley at Wadley, and Brantley, good football team, beat a good football team last week in Goshen. They got a guy, his name is Tucker Kilcrease. Have you ever heard him? Now, I don't know if he can play golf like those Kilcreases, but all of them are good. You ever play golf against any of them?
Yeah, played with Andrew.
Yeah, and of course, this I don't know who this is Andrew's son.
This got to be the coach's son, isn't it?
I know. I want to say it's Andrew's. There are two of those Kilcrease boys, though, Mike. I want to say it's Andrew's son named Tucker.
You don't think this is Ashley's son?
He could be.
Ashley was the head coach for years.
I know it, but his brother was before him, Mike. I think. And of course, one of them is a professional golfer. At one time, was a professional golfer.
Where is this game being played?
I don't know.
The game's going to be played at Wadley. And you got to want to go to Wadley. You ever been to Wadley?
Oh, yeah. I went to Southern Union in Wadley for a couple of summers.
Southern Union College is located, and that's where right now both the Jenwright twins and the Renfro kid from Pike go to school there.
Yeah, Wadley's really good in football, too.
They sure are.
Really
Boy, I love...
I got to take Wadley in this game. Long way for Brantley to go.
It really is, and you know what? I'm going to take a chance and go with Brantley. I think Brantley's got a good football team, and this kid's a sophomore. He's tall, and he's going to be even taller. He's going to be a heck of a quarterback at Brantley. All right.
I'm going to take Wadley.
All right, you took Wadley.
I wouldn't be surprised if Brantley won, though.
Now, Mike, you should know a little bit about this team. Of course, Providence under Kenny Keith played his high school football at Charles Simpson, played on the 1980 state championship team. With Joe Bailey.
He also coached at Charles Simpson.
Yeah, he coached at Charles Simpson. He's the head coach at Providence. He's got them 9-1. It's best year ever at Providence against a bunch of country boys from Lamar County. Mike, you know a little bit about them, don't you?
Yeah, my mother-in-law's from Lamar County. She's from Millport.
Millport. And you know who else was from Millport? Billy Atkins, the great big Billy Atkins that coached here, was from Millbrook and made All-American at Auburn and later on played in the pros and then led Troy to the 68 national championship team. He's the one that turned Troy football around, Billy Atkins.
Yeah, my mother-in-law's family's from that area in Fayette. The Collins, Sam Collins played at Alabama.
You remember Sam Collins that played at Alabama, wide receiver?
Seems like it.
A little more of the trivia question.
That's my wife's first cousin.
The coach that had the longest winning streak before the coach at Vestavia took over, Mike Anderson took over,
was Walden Tucker.
Walden Tucker, coached at Fayette for many years. And
yeah, his son Luke Tucker and his other son
played at Alabama, those Tucker boys.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to take a short break.
Warren Providence, who'd everybody take? We got to finish it. We talked about it.
All right, listen, it's going to be a tough one. I'm going to take Providence at home, and it's going to be one tough football game right here.
I'm going to take Providence, but I would not be shocked if Sophomore won.
Another great one that came out of that area was J.A. Williams, a great running back in the 60s at Troy. We're going to be right back. This show is brought to you by Bill Jackson Chevrolet on the bypass. Put one of those Chevrolets under your tree.
When you are handed the key to a new Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick or GMC, rev up your imagination. Think of all the places you can go in some of the most stylish, best quality cars available on the market today. Feel confident driving vehicles with superb dependability and safety ratings. And smile, you saved a ton of money because you bought at Bill Jackson. Let the only thing holding you back be the end of the road. A Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC vehicle will not only change your life, it saves you money like nowhere else.
If you've had an accident or just want a new look for your vehicle, come see us at Troy Paint and Body, where we do it right the first time. Our staff has more than 100 years combined experience and can handle repairs and paint work on any make or model. We also offer a lifetime guarantee as long as you own your vehicle. Now that shows we stand behind our work. And our 24-hour towing service means we're here when you need us. So come see us at Troy Paint and Body, located on South Brundage Street in Troy beside the post office. Troy Paint and Body, where we may meet by accident, but you'll be glad we did.
Trojan Auto Parts of Troy, home of Napa know-how. Stop by and see owners Mike and Melissa Kilcrease and their Napa know-how team with over 100 years of combined experience. We're the only locally owned parts store in Pike County, and we're fully stocked and ready to serve you. We pride ourselves on being your go-to parts store, not only for the simple items, but we specialize in those hard-to-find items as well. Trojan Auto Parts, the right part at the right price at the right time. Napa, a name you've trusted here in Troy since 1945.
A personal touch, a high level of trust. Whether it's checking and savings accounts, personal or business loans, or our local friendly service. That's what Troy Bank and Trust customers expect. But now we offer more. Free identity theft protection for our new and existing customers, protecting your family's time, money, and good name from identity theft. Because protecting your identity is now a big part of our identity.
At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we support our military. That's right, not $1,000 sign-on bonus, but $1,200 sign-on bonus at Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Thanks for your service. Thanks for your service. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we support our military.
I want to say Toledo got beat by Northern Illinois, and I want to say Miami, Ohio beat Ohio.
Okay.
That is correct.
Back to our show, and, Miami of Ohio is really got a good football team this year. And that's the best team they've had in quite a while since they had a quarterback named.
Well, they don't have a good team this year. They're 4-6.
You remember a great one of the great pro quarterbacks that came from Miami of Ohio?
Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh, for the Steelers, yeah.
They hadn't had a great team.
Yeah, they beat Ohio. Miami, Ohio beat Ohio last night, 30-28. Northern Illinois beat Toledo, 38-15.
Yeah, Northern Illinois is pretty good.
And I wouldn't doubt if it wasn't snow on the ground. That Northern Illinois, Toledo, those games have a lot of snow. And let's go with our college scores now. Our
It's going to be 31 in Birmingham on Saturday. It's getting pretty cold up here this weekend.
I know it's going to be cold, and next week freezing temperature.
Yeah, I was looking at the high in Tuscaloosa Saturday is 53 with a low of 35.
Yeah, finally some cold weather for football. It's nice.
Yes.
Well, Mike, okay, let's move right on. Clemson at Boston College. My upset special of the week, of the year. My upset special of the year, ladies and gentlemen, has Boston College beating Clemson at home.
I don't see that.
Let's hear what these two gurus have to say for that.
You predicted some upsets this year. I will give you that. I don't see this one happening, but
Boston College is much improved. Did y'all know that? And they played pretty good defense.
Really good.
All right, hey, this is where Clemson stumbles. Somebody needs one of those top four to stumble. Everybody tells me that Clemson's the only team that can stay with Alabama. But I've got them losing.
I think they're the only team that, according to the professionals out in Vegas, that could keep the line in single digits. I think they had them at 8.5 or 9 over Clemson, and everybody else is 14 plus.
Uh-huh. All right, who do you like? Y'all both like Clemson?
I like Clemson.
I like Clemson. The line is 19 at Boston College.
Yeah.
I kind of like Boston College.
I would too, I think. But now, let me ask you this. Is this quarterback, this young freshman phenom that was the so-called best quarterback in the country coming in last year, is he really that good at Clemson?
Trevor Lawrence, he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's had a good year.
All right, and now the other guy is trying to find a home. The quarterback last year is trying to find a home, and he's been by Auburn already. Is that right?
Yeah, he's been to Arkansas, North Carolina, Mississippi State, and Auburn.
Boy, all of them are going to need a quarterback. Steedham, though, he got another year, though, doesn't he? Doesn't Steedham have another year?
Yeah, but they say he's going pro, no doubt.
I don't think he's ready to go pro.
Yeah, I'm not sure that he's ready for that.
I don't think he is either.
I think he's just done. Period. I think he's just, he's engaged, and his wife to be's dad's the CEO of the Houston Rockets. I mean,
Mike, how do you know so much about these Auburn Tigers?
I mean, I just know a lot of random knowledge.
Tell us that again. Steedham's daddy is who?
The CEO of the Houston Rockets.
The CEO of the Houston Rockets. Man, oh man, where'd you get that information, son?
Well, his fiance is a soccer player at Baylor.
Oh gosh.
But they did an interview with him because the Rockets played up here.
Even the wise boys don't know all this information, Mike.
The Rockets played the Memphis Grizzlies up here in an exhibition game, and they interviewed him.
Okay.
And he actually owns a home in Auburn just to go watch the games.
Okay. Okay. Best player money can buy, is that right? Florida State University playing at Notre Dame. A wrong time of the year, wrong year for Florida State to be playing at Notre Dame.
Yeah, Florida State's 4-5 right now, and they've got, I just looked at it, they've got Notre Dame at number 3, Boston College at number 17, and Florida at number 15, and they've got to win 2 of those 3 to get to bowl eligibility, and I don't see them winning any of the 3.
I tell you.
Taggart's supposed to be known as a great recruiter, but it wasn't like Florida State didn't have talent on this team. He just decided that he wasn't going to do anything. Decided not to be the play caller anymore on offense. He gave those duties to somebody else. But I like Notre Dame to win pretty big.
Okay, Notre Dame to win. Everybody taking Notre Dame.
I like Notre Dame.
Okay, Oklahoma State. This game is turned around. Oklahoma's playing at Oklahoma State. Is that right, Mike? Check that.
Oh, look. Oklahoma State's had some decent wins this year, but I don't think they can beat Oklahoma. I guarantee you that there'll be about 100 points in this game. Oklahoma's a 20-point favorite at home. Over-under's 80.
But Oklahoma's playing at home then. I am right then.
Yeah.
All right, Oklahoma State at
Over-under's
Oklahoma.
80 points.
Over what? 81.
Over-under's 80.
Go ahead and put your house on it. 81 points. Take under 81. That's just way too many points.
Did you see them against Texas Tech out there?
I know it, but I still, though, if you throw that out there, even though they might do it, but I think the chances are they won't break 81. That means the final score is 41-28. They don't break 81.
Well, it's 80 is what it is.
80 then.
I'll take Oklahoma.
Okay, Jim, who do you like?
I like Oklahoma.
Okay, I'll take Oklahoma. TCU at West Virginia. And West Virginia's still in this thing. They've lost just one game. Who do they play the rest of the year, Mike? Somebody's got to beat them.
I'll have to look and see, but TCU is really bad this year.
Yeah, I like West Virginia.
I'll take West Virginia. And here's the big one
this is actually at Michigan State, not Michigan.
Oh, okay, Ohio State at Michigan State.
Yeah, Jim, you took West Virginia, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, okay, Ohio State at Michigan State. Is that right, Mike?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, some people think, and somebody needs to beat Ohio State here, because if Ohio State beats Michigan, they're in the Final Four, aren't they?
Well, Ohio State's only a 3.5-point favorite. I don't know.
Ohio State's got some weird issues.
Yeah, Ohio State's ranked 9th right now, and they're struggling in every single game.
Yeah, and you're right. 3.5. That don't
That's a
sound
weird
right,
line.
does it? Yeah, it sure doesn't. Michigan State is okay, but it's not a great.
Yeah, they're not a great Michigan State team.
I'm gonna take Ohio State.
Ohio State.
What do you think, Jim? This your upset special of the week?
I think I am going to take Michigan State. I think
Ding,
Ohio
ding,
State.
Ding, 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 ding.
I think Ohio State's
All
just
over
been
the
playing
country.
with fire too
You know,
much.
we're live on Facebook. We're live on Facebook across the country, and they've just heard the guru say he likes Michigan State.
I just think Ohio State's struggled too much, and Michigan State has the ability to.
You know, we got a young man from Troy that's that's on the staff at Ohio State. Did you know that? You remember that?
Yeah, Dennis.
Yeah, Steve Dennis.
Yeah, Steve Dennis.
Corey Dennis is married to
Urban Meyer's daughter.
Urban Meyer's daughter. When he got,
they met when they were at Georgia Tech. She was a volleyball player. He was a football player. They just had their first son, and their
they
son.
did. They have a child now.
Dad, we talked about this. They named their son Troy.
Isn't that great? Isn't that great? Of course, Corey Dennis was a great, outstanding football player.
He was a great quarterback. I remember doing a couple of his games when he could fly.
He couldn't throw, but he could fly. I tell you what he should have played was strong safety. He's been a great strong safety, I think.
He played receiver in college.
Yeah, right. That's right. Okay, everybody took Ohio State except for Jim. He took Michigan
State.
LSU at Arkansas, and you know what? I wouldn't fall out of my chair if Arkansas beat them.
I would. Arkansas is really bad.
But I'm not going to take Arkansas. I'm going to take LSU. But if he doesn't win, what is he going to do? Give them a bunch of lashes? He's going to line them up and give them a bunch of lashes?
Orgeron, I was listening to him after the game, and I do have respect for him that he just flat out said that they got whipped on both sides of the ball, and offensively.
But he made excuses, didn't he?
We're not good enough, and he said point blank, he said we got to recruit 25 guys to be able to compete against.
That what?
He said we got to recruit 25 guys to even be able.
Yeah, I didn't see him make any excuses. He said, "Look," he said, Tua's the best player in college football. He said, and we're nowhere close to him right now.
And again, what did he say about the 25 recruits?
He just said we got to find 25, guys on scholarship that could play with them.
Yeah.
He said they're not there yet.
Yeah. Okay, I understand.
He's got an outside chance to win 10 games.
He's a hard-nosed football coach.
At the start of the season, people didn't even think they'd go 6-6.
Yeah. One of my favorite coaches out there is at Washington State, and they play at Colorado. And my second biggest upset of the maybe the year is Colorado to beat Washington State, and this is a crucial game for Washington State. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, I picked that one early in the week. That's my upset of the week too. I like Colorado to beat Washington.
You like Colorado? I'm gonna go with Washington State.
Now, in Washington State, they're leading the conference right now, aren't they? Their division. Don't they have a playoff?
They're the only team out in the Pac-12 that I've only lost one game.
Southern Cal's not having a good year. Washington is really are they in the same division?
Washington's already lost 2 games. Oregon's already lost 2 games.
Okay. All right. Who took Washington State? Jim?
I did.
All right. I took Colorado. Michael took Colorado. University of Central Florida, undefeated. Now, what are you going to do with this guy now? They won, how many straight did they win coming in the year, Mike?
I think they won 19 straight, I think they won.
They won 19 straight, and it looks like they're going to run the table. Is anybody out there that can beat them?
Actually, they won more than 19 straight. They won probably 20 straight. Weren't they undefeated last year?
Yeah, they were undefeated last year. They won 13 games last year, or 14, counting
They
bowls.
maybe have won over 20 straight then.
Yeah, they won over 20 straight games. And
UCF hosts Navy in search of their 22nd straight victory.
22nd straight victory, the longest winning streak in college football. And Mike, look at their schedule and see if there's any way anybody's going to beat them.
I mean, they play South Florida at the end of the season. I don't know.
They play Cincinnati and South Florida.
Cincinnati's not bad. Where they play Cincinnati?
At home. They're at South Florida.
Okay. Well, maybe somebody will get them. Navy plays them this week, and I'll take Central Florida. What's wrong with the Naval Academy, Mike?
I don't know. They've been really good for a long, long time. I guess they're due a bad season. But,
Okay.
Florida.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Shields Watkins Field on the campus of Neyland Stadium. Neyland Stadium, Shields Watkins Field, is where the Tennessee Volunteers, Old Rocky Top, will beat Kentucky on Saturday.
You like Tennessee?
Old Rocky Top, you'll always be. Who do you like?
I'm trying to explain to Dad that they scored 14 points against Charlotte last week.
Yeah, and Kentucky had a big game. They could have a drop-off, and Tennessee could recover, but I still like Kentucky in this game.
I'm for the guy that married the girl from Banks, Alabama. That's who I'm for. I'm for Pruitt. He saw a pretty girl from Banks, Alabama, and he married her, Mike. And that's why I am a Tennessee fan. The guy, her daddy, I've known her daddy played football at Charles Henderson High School, and a great family from out here at Banks.
I wouldn't be shocked, but I think Tennessee, I still think Kentucky will find a way to shut them down defensively enough to win the game.
Yeah. By the way, I'll be eating sausage and biscuit, Mike, from the Banks Buy Right on my way to Statesboro tomorrow morning.
Yeah, who are you going to Statesboro with? You got a group going?
Well, I don't have a group going. No group going, but I'm going and looking forward to it.
Well, that'll be fun.
Okay, did any of y'all dare take Tennessee?
We both took Kentucky.
All right, both
Are
of
you
them
going?
took Kentucky.
Are you going to stay in Savannah, or are you going to stay in Statesboro?
I'm going to stay in Metter, Georgia.
Okay.
Okay, Texas at Texas Tech. I can see another upset brewing here. Whoa, can I see an upset brewing? I'm taking Texas Tech, the team that scored 49 points on Oklahoma last week.
What's the line here?
Another big upset here, ladies and gentlemen. Mike, who do you like?
I'm trying to find the line.
Texas is 2-point favorite at Texas Tech.
Yeah, that'll tell
I'll
you
take
something.
Texas, man. Herman is going to have everybody down his throat. All these boosters are going to be after him if he loses this one.
But Texas Tech is not bad at all.
No, they're not bad. Unfortunately, their quarterback's out.
Oh, well, why didn't you tell me that? That makes a lot of difference.
Well, it's still only a 2-point line.
What's his name, Mike? What's his quarterback's name?
His name's Bowman.
And he's out. I'll switch allegiances if he's out. If this quarterback's out, I'm going to switch back over to Texas. But when did he get hurt? When did that quarterback get hurt? Do you know?
He got hurt during the game.
Okay. All right. Now tell us who UAB is playing Southern Mississippi in Birmingham. UAB has lost only one game all year long. I'm taking UAB to beat Southern Miss.
Yeah, UAB's a 12-point favorite. I'm taking them too.
Are they really?
Yeah, I like UAB.
It's a 12-point favorite?
They are.
I mean, Southern Miss is only 5-4.
Listen, Joe,
UAB's good.
Mike, Southern Mississippi took Auburn to the last few minutes of the game.
I got a crime, baby.
Okay, now we're going to take a short break. We got about 25 more minutes of airtime. We'll be right back with more of Bill Jackson Chevrolet's Picks of the Week.
Forevermark Diamonds. Beautiful, rare, responsibly sourced. Available at Marguerite's Exquisite Jewelry.
Check out these cool savings going on now during our hot summer sale at your local Troy and Ozark Road Mart, like our $29.99 oil change special or our $129.99 brake special. We'll also keep you cool during these hot days of summer with our $29.99 AC special. So come see us and take advantage of these hot summer specials at your friendly Troy and Ozark Road Mart, where we've been serving our friends and neighbors all over the Wiregrass since 1974.
When you are handed the key to a new Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick or GMC, rev up your imagination. Think of all the places you can go in some of the most stylish, best quality cars available on the market today. Feel confident driving vehicles with superb dependability and safety ratings. And smile, you saved a ton of money because you bought at Bill Jackson. Let the only thing holding you back be the end of the road. A Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC vehicle will not only change your life, it saves you money like nowhere else.
At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we support our military. That's right, not a $1,000 sign-on bonus, but $1,200 sign-on bonus at Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Thanks for your service. Thanks for your service. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we support our military.
Back to our show, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by Bill Jackson Chevrolet on the bypass. Jim Jackson's with us. Mike Amos is on the phone from Birmingham. Hope you're watching it across the country today, and if you are watching us on Facebook, give us a ring.
Hey, let me see my sheet from last week. Let's look and see how Will did.
Okay.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, let's see how Will did.
All right. Will had Temple plus 11.
Oh, he barely lost that.
Oh, he did barely lose that.
Okay.
That's Florida won by 12.
So that's
Auburn
a loser. Auburn minus 4.
They won.
Push.
No,
push.
Push. Well, in Vegas, it went to 3.5, so they actually won.
UK plus 9 is a loser. Dang. LSU plus 15 is a loser. Army minus 7, I don't know.
Yeah, they beat Air Force, didn't they, Mike? I know they beat them. I don't know what the
they
score was.
beat them. They beat them. It was a real close game there.
Yeah.
Let me go back and look.
So that might be why we have.
A lot of people don't realize the LSU Alabama line, which is hard to believe. A lot of late money came in on LSU, and that line at kick was 13.5. That's incredible value to get Alabama at 13.5.
Anytime you get them under 2 touchdowns, you're exactly right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Army was a loser, 17-14.
Oh, that must be why Will hadn't called today.
What about Florida? Who'd they play?
Florida got beat.
Florida got blown out.
That's right, by Missouri.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, Missouri.
0-5 with 1 push.
Yeah.
What Will had a tough day all around when his buddy Jeff Sessions got canned yesterday as well, so he had a rough day.
Oh, God. Excuse me for laughing, but he is a strong Republican.
And he liked, but was not strong on South Carolina, and South Carolina did win.
Yeah.
But that wasn't one of his 6 tops.
I'll tell you a funny story. We were in Birmingham on Saturday, and we go to this little neighborhood pub called Blackwell's, and we're getting some lunch with the girls, and we go in this place, and they got probably 20 TVs, and every single channel's on Ole Miss, South Carolina. I told my wife, I was like, surely we can watch some of the Auburn game. I was like,
bunch of yuppies.
And then finally, I found a couple channels with the Auburn game, but I look around, and everybody starts cheering and hollering, and next thing I know, I look back, and everybody in there has Ole Miss polo shirts on or T-shirts.
Yeah, a bunch of yuppies.
It was an Ole Miss alumni watch party.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. And, of course, you know, there are a lot of those yuppies that live in Birmingham that send their kids to Ole Miss, too. Buddy Bruce is the yuppie here that sent his daughter to Ole Miss, our good friend. South Carolina at Florida, and this should be a pretty good football game. Both of the South Carolina coach, I would think, he'd mark this before the season. They wanted to win this one, I'm sure.
Probably, but I think Florida's favored in this game.
Yeah. I tell you what, I like the way South Carolina's playing right now. I'm going to take South Carolina.
Yeah, this is a pretty good game. I didn't even realize this game was this week.
And I'll tell you this.
It's an early game, too, 11 o'clock.
Of course, the quarterback at South Carolina, ladies and gentlemen, is from Opelika, Alabama.
I'm going to take Florida.
or he takes Florida, and I'm going to take South Carolina. The kid from
Who you like,
Alabama
Mike?
is playing great at South Carolina right now.
I think Florida's going to bounce back.
Okay, I'm the only one that took South Carolina. Wisconsin at Penn State, and I think Penn State might be on hard times right now.
Yeah, their quarterback was out, McSorley.
He missed that whole game?
Here as well.
Did he miss that whole game?
He was out of a lot of it.
Yeah. Well, he's a good quarterback, but Wisconsin, I don't know. Maybe just shoot in here. Just go ahead and shoot in here on this one, ladies and
Wisconsin
gentlemen.
quarterback's hurt too. Penn State's a 9-point favorite.
I'm going to take Penn State.
You reckon they'll white out this game at night? I tell you what.
No, but Georgia is having a blackout again.
Are they really?
Yes, they are.
So that's going to be something for that game.
A night game blackout.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right now.
I was in Athens, Georgia on Sunday and Monday and walking around that campus, and I will admit, as a college kid, that would be one of my top choices as a school. They've got so much stuff in downtown Athens. Never seen anything
And
like
it's right there. It's right there at it, too. And
restaurants and bars and stuff to do, and we walk through campus. And, well, it is.
How about those educational buildings, Mike? Where they get their education. It's also the highest priced school other than Vanderbilt in the conference. What I've heard, I've heard it really costs a bundle of money to go to Georgia now.
Man, it is a great school, though.
And they have a beautiful old sorority and fraternity houses right there on Main Street. It's just a beautiful place, no question about it. All right, South Florida at Cincinnati, and I think Cincinnati's going to beat them. I'm going to take Cincinnati, even though South Florida under what's the guy's name at South Florida now? The head coach?
Charlie Strong.
Charlie Strong, yeah.
Yeah, South Florida's fallen on hard times. They were undefeated, and then they've lost back-to-back 2 games in a row. And Blake Barnett, the Alabama transfer, is putting up some pretty good numbers, but defensively they're really struggling.
Is Barnett the quarterback at South Florida?
He is.
I never knew that. How long has that been going on?
All year.
This year, he's thrown for almost 3,000 yards.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, he was a young man that was named the #1 quarterback in America out of California. You remember that? To go to Alabama.
Yeah.
And he never played it down in Alabama, did he?
Well, now he started.
Yeah, he started the USC game.
USC that Jalen Hurts came in.
And they were the rest of the story. Is that right?
Yep.
Isn't that amazing?
And then he went to, was it Arizona State? Huh?
Didn't play at Arizona State.
Didn't play at Arizona State.
So
Couldn't get in the lineup, so he transferred again.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy. Tell us where the rest of them are. You got Barnett at South Florida.
You got Cornwell playing in a Division II school in Oklahoma now.
Yeah.
Trying to think of who else. We talked about this the other day.
Yeah.
The greatest player that left was a defensive back cornerback, Kendall Sheffield.
Where is he now?
He's at Ohio State.
And is he playing regular?
Yes.
Yeah, he's been a starter for
All right. Mike mentioned this yesterday. One of the hottest teams in America is Fresno State, of all people. They play at Boise. Who do you like here, Jim?
You know, I don't know. I'm trying to look at that line. I like Boise playing on the blue turf, but Fresno State has been on a roll.
The guy that used to be at Southern Cal is the head coach at
No, the guy that used to be at Cal.
At Cal. Tedford. But Tedford's been a lot of places, Mike. He's been at UCLA, too. UCLA. And Southern Cal, honey.
I'm going to go with a slight upset. I don't think Boise's as good as everybody thought they were. I'm going to go with Fresno State.
Yeah, and I can't find
I'll
that
never
line
go
either.
against Boise on the blue field. Don't do it, ladies and gentlemen. Not off the blue field. Take Boise.
Well, they got beat on the blue field by San Diego State.
I wonder if they play on Friday night. Yes, they do.
They do play on Friday night?
Yep.
That'd be a good game. Okay.
I'm going to take Fresno.
I'm the only person going Fresno. The line.
No, I'm going to take Fresno.
Fresno's actually favored. They're a 2-point favorite.
Golly, that is surprising. Tedford might be up for Coach of the Year honors, man. That's great. Vanderbilt at Missouri. And what Missouri team's going to wake up? I think the one that
It doesn't
scored all
matter.
the
It
points.
doesn't matter against Vandy.
I think they'll score a ton of points, and I'm taking Missouri.
I like Missouri.
Mike, who do you like?
I'll take Missouri. They really were impressive against Florida.
The Ole Miss Rebels against Texas A&M. Where they play that game, Mike? A&M or?
This one's at A&M.
Okay, at A&M.
I like A&M.
Boy, oh boy, this is going to be a shootout. This will be what's the over-under on this one, Mike?
I don't know. I have to look real quick. But Jimbo Fisher, this is a must-win after what happened at Mississippi State and then it happened at Auburn.
Should they have won that game, Mike?
The Auburn game?
Game in Auburn?
Yeah.
Dad, they were up by 10 and had the ball at the Auburn 40 with 7 minutes to go the game.
Yeah. And then Auburn started taking the quick snaps. Is that right?
Yeah. Let me 1 second.
Yeah, Texas A&M's 11.5-point favorite playing at A&M.
Oh gosh. Yeah, they should win it, but I look for this to be a real shootout. And of course, again, Ole Miss has nothing to play for because they can't go to a bowl game. So this will be this game, and then the next week, the Big Egg Bowl will be there.
The Egg Bowl will be in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, and that should be a good game in 2 weeks. All right, everybody takes Texas A&M here. Is that right?
I'm sure.
All right, Duke against North Carolina. I'm not sure exactly where this game's played.
I can tell you.
Of course, North Carolina's on hard times.
At Duke.
They're playing at Duke.
Mm-hmm.
And
all right, what game we on now?
Ole Miss A&M.
Who did you?
I'll take Texas A&M.
Okay.
Now Duke, North Carolina. I took Duke.
Duke, and this game's played at Duke, Mike. North Carolina at Duke. I want to take, and I am going to take. I'm going to take North Carolina to win the game.
North Carolina's only won 2 games.
Hey, they're going to win this because
they
need to win this.
He's trying to come from behind.
This guy's gone. His job, I'm sure he's out of there. And I'm going to say he's going to have one hoorah. That's what this one against Duke. Duke got beat soundly last week. Okay, ladies and
Fedora
gentlemen.
Still at North Carolina?
What now?
Isn't it Larry Fedora?
Yeah, he's still at North Carolina. Fedora is. And I think he's
Fedora
probably
came
gone.
from Southern Miss.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back to finish it up after this.
When you are handed the key to a new Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick or GMC, rev up your imagination. Think of all the places you can go in some of the most stylish, best quality cars available on the market today. Feel confident driving vehicles with superb dependability and safety ratings. And smile, you saved a ton of money because you bought at Bill Jackson. Let the only thing holding you back be the end of the road. A Bill Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC vehicle will not only change your life, it saves you money like nowhere else.
If you've had an accident or just want a new look for your vehicle, come see us at Troy Paint and Body, where we do it right the first time. Our staff has more than 100 years combined experience and can handle repairs and paint work on any make or model. We also offer a lifetime guarantee as long as you own your vehicle. Now that shows we stand behind our work. And our 24-hour towing service means we're here when you need us. So come see us at Troy Paint and Body, located on South Brundage Street in Troy beside the post office. Troy Paint and Body, where we may meet by accident, but you'll be glad we did.
Trojan Auto Parts of Troy, home of Napa know-how. Stop by and see owners Mike and Melissa Kilcrease and their Napa know-how team with over 100 years of combined experience. We're the only locally owned parts store in Pike County, and we're fully stocked and ready to serve you. We pride ourselves on being your go-to parts store, not only for the simple items, but we specialize in those hard-to-find items as well. Trojan Auto Parts, the right part at the right price at the right time. Napa, a name you've trusted here in Troy since 1945.
Have you seen an increase in your insurance premiums or significant change in your insurance coverage? Let Sandbeck Insurance offer you a better plan to suit your business or personal needs. Sandbeck Insurance offers many lines of insurance, whether it's home, farm, or auto insurance, work comp, business, or health and life policies. Sandbeck is here for you. Call or visit our Troy, Enterprise, or Andalusia office today. Sandbeck Insurance, where we take pride in taking care of your insurance needs.
At Cost Plus 10%, we offer your favorite brands at the best price. At Piggly Wiggly, we keep it simple. We price our products at cost, then add 10% at checkout. We carry all your favorite name brand foods, and we accept manufacturer coupons. Find us on Facebook and see our weekly special.
War Eagle, the Auburn Tigers, getting ready to travel to Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, for the oldest SEC rivalry in college football. Auburn, Georgia from Athens. Should be a great football game. 6 o'clock kickoff on ESPN. And it should be a good one. And
I will say I was shocked when Malzahn got his vote of confidence and guarantee to be back next year with the 2 biggest rivalry games of their season coming up.
That's right.
That kind of floored me.
He's got $35 million left on his contract. Is that right?
Well, his buyout would be 31 something.
That's buyout. Yeah, excuse me. That's a buyout.
Kevin Steele's making $2 million as defense coordinator. I mean, Alan Green, he stepped into that AD role and he really doesn't have much of a choice to do too much.
Well, how much is Alabama-Auburn game's $100 this year, and how much is it actually cost?
I think it's $125
a ticket.
Yeah, the ticket.
Probably $125, $130.
Or if it's gone to $125, that'll tell you why they can pay these guys like they do. Oh, it's unbelievable the price.
Well,
I'll say this though, when it comes to Malzahn, I mean, he is 2-3 against Saban, and I think out of the coaches in the SEC that are left, Freeze is no more. It basically is Malzahn that's beaten Alabama, and who else has beaten Alabama? Is that it?
The sad thing about Alabama and Auburn last year, Auburn won the game, but after Alabama won the national championship, you don't even think about that they lost to Auburn.
Oh,
and I don't even know if the Auburn people, I think it took away from Auburn's win. Is that right?
I'm not going to lie. I always have a hard time taking a whole year of Auburn beating Alabama. That's rough for me.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And can you believe that guy, what was it? He won 6 straight? Can you believe that?
There's some rumors flying around that, assuming the conference will let him, that Hugh Freeze will be the offensive coordinator at Auburn next year.
Oh, gosh. Well, that'd be something. They are good friends, aren't they?
Hugh Freeze is offensive coordinator and Kelly Bryant is quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. And at one time,
Mike, but they still don't have any.
What's the deal with Malzahn? He just can't develop his own quarterback. Malzahn always has to go out and get another quarterback from another.
Well, their problem is they don't have any offensive linemen.
Has he taken the play calling away from this guy, our guy?
Chip Lindsey, I think, is
who knows
is having to fight for every call he makes. Is what they say.
Okay. All right, we're going to start off with Alabama and the Crimson Tide of Alabama.
Wait a minute, who are we picking on Auburn, Georgia?
No, that's the next game.
All right, well, we're going to pick Auburn. Let's go ahead and pick Auburn now. Let's pick Auburn now.
Did the fight song, so I figure we're picking that.
Auburn at Georgia is a 6 p.m. kickoff. Another great day of football. Gosh, you can watch
Florida, South Carolina at 11.
You can watch Troy at 11.
Well, they're at 11 too.
Yeah. Troy's a 12 o'clock kickoff our time. 12
what channel? See, I don't know if I can get them.
It's on ESPN.
It's on ESPN Plus. You can get it on your app.
Yeah, see, I won't get that in Tuscaloosa.
And that game starts at 12. Then Alabama plays at 2:30, and Auburn plays at 6. Boy, that's a good day of college football.
If you want to watch the Troy game, all you got to do is pay $4.99 and get the app on ESPN.
All right, how you do it? Pay $4.99 and get the app on ESPN.
ESPN Plus, yeah, you can go on the app. Actually, they got a 7-day free trial, so you can actually watch it for free.
I want to take Auburn here. I want to take Auburn.
Excuse me?
I do. I want to take Auburn. I don't know. You know how it works. Usually the Benson team plays well.
The road team does.
I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to take Auburn to win the game at Georgia.
I like Georgia in this game, and I like them to cover.
What is the line?
14.
14.
Yeah, Georgia's with Swift and Holyfield, they seem like they're trying to run the ball a lot more, and Fromm's playing a lot better than he did against LSU. I was talking to some fans when I was in Athens on Monday or Sunday night, and they were saying that, that they obviously played their worst game against LSU, and they think they've got things turned around. I think they will admit, though, they think this team's not near as good as last year's team.
Well, you don't lose 25 or 30 seniors off a team that played a national championship game and just step right back in.
All right, Jim.
I think Auburn will be under the number. I think Auburn will come out inspired and play hard, but I like Georgia.
Yay, Alabama! The Crimson Tide of Alabama getting ready to play host to the Mississippi State Maroons. Or, excuse me, they changed that name a long time ago, the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
Should be a good one. Mississippi State brings a pretty good football team to town to go up against the Crimson Tide, ranked number 1 in the nation. This is a 2:30 kickoff on CBS, Alabama and Mississippi State. Who do you like, Jim?
I like Alabama to win the game, but I'm going to tell you look down
they match up pretty well with
Mississippi
them,
State's
don't they?
defensive line, and you got Jeffrey Simmons, you got Montez Sweat. All those guys are going to be playing on
Wait a
Sunday
minute.
one
He
day.
knows these guys by name,
Well,
Mike.
Alabama recruited all of them.
Yeah, did they really?
Alabama recruited all of them.
And Sweat is one of the best in the country, isn't he?
Yeah, and so I think somebody said that Simmons did not have a sack yet, which was unbelievable for me.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's got to get
They're
done.
probably being double teamed, though.
But I think they are the top defense against the run in the country, aren't they?
Yeah. But I
They're
think
pretty
They got the top defense in the SEC numbers-wise.
Yeah.
But it really, though, looks to me like it's easy to see Alabama take the run away, which it's going to take an effort, but take the run away from Mississippi State, make him throw it, and I think they coast the win.
Yeah, and I don't think that, what's the guy's name, Moorhead? The coach over there now?
That's right.
I don't think he's going to want Fitzgerald carrying the ball 20, 25 times against Alabama.
Yeah, they'll break him up, don't you think?
Yeah, I don't think that's what he's going to be after.
But, Mike, at one time you told us that Fitzgerald couldn't throw, but I think the last couple of weeks he's thrown for over 200 yards.
Well, he had a
hasn't
career game.
Yeah, against Texas A&M, he made some big
Yes.
throws, and then Louisiana Tech, he made some big throws. But I guarantee you, I've watched him enough times against Alabama. He's going to throw at least 2 or 3 interceptions.
I tell you one thing he's got is G-U-T-S. He's got guts. He's not
Oh, yeah.
afraid. He is not afraid.
I'll say this. I mean, Moorhead, actually, I've been saying this all season. If he can't win big with this team he's got now, he's going to struggle in the next few years at Mississippi State because they got more players now under Mullen than they ever had. I think Tua's, this is my big thing with Tua is, pass protection's been incredible. And, he's had all day to throw the ball. And if he has all day to throw the ball like he did against LSU, I mean, he's just going to light him up.
But LSU did put some pressure on him and made him throw some bad passes.
Their defensive backs are not even close to as good as LSU. So I like Alabama. I think they'll be right around the number, right around 20.
Well, they brag on they brag on their secondary, Mike. I think they given up less yards passing than anybody in America.
I mean, I've watched them before, man. They gave up some passes to Auburn. Auburn missed 2 or 3.
Am I right about that? It's something like 126 yards passing all year long on average.
I thought their run defense was.
The run defense is good. We got to move. We got 1 minute left, and I'll be looking that up while.
Okay, Troy at Georgia Southern, and this is a big one for Troy as they try to turn that corner. That game is a 12 o'clock kickoff, our time on ESPN Plus. And how do you go to that, Mike? How do you get to that?
I mean, it's just simple. You go on ESPN's app.
Go on ESPN's app.
And basically, all you got to do is just
pay how much?
Pay $4.99 and you can watch the game.
Pay $4.99 to watch the game. Is that right, Scott?
Yep.
Okay, ESPN app and pay $4.99.
Horrible situation with Georgia Southern getting blown out by La Monroe last week, and I just think Troy never matches up well with Georgia Southern. Of course, they went over there a couple of years ago, and Georgia Southern had won 4 games and won against Troy. I hate to say it, knowing that you're going in the game, but Troy is now all of a sudden become a 1.5-point favorite. I'm going to have to take Georgia Southern.
What's the line on that game, Mike?
Troy's 1.5.
Well, that'll tell you something right there, yeah.
I think Georgia Southern will win a squeaker against Troy.
What do you like to score?
Final score will be somewhere around, I'm going to say 31-27.
I got Troy 28-24. I'll take Troy 28-24.
I took Troy 24-21.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Troy needs this game.
Troy needs this game. This is huge for
trust
Troy.
me, I'm a huge Troy fan, but they just don't ever play well against Georgia Southern.
Well, let me just say this. I've been listening to him all week, and I say listen to him. The coach coaches with a mic and does a fabulous job. They've been working. I think if they can stop this quarterback, just shut him down a little bit. I think he's a Tracy Am type quarterback. He's a great quarterback. If they can shut him down, Troy can win the game. And I'm saying 28-24 Troy. And it's going to be a great weekend of college football. Are you excited about it, man?
I'm ready.
Surely you're not going to play golf.
Enjoyed it. No, I'll be in Tuscaloosa.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're going to be
I'll actually be in Tuscaloosa as well.
Mike, if you've got a place to go, if not, go by and eat with Jim. They always have great food.
Yeah, I might do that. I'm going to be with my wife and a bunch of her girlfriends.
And Tony will be there too, won't he?
Tony Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and
We'll have
gentlemen.
our crowd.
We've had a great show. Again, we'll see you tomorrow bright and early for Today in L.A. You can watch this show again at 1:30 and take my picks, and you'll win big this week.